Hi leaders, this is Miss Griffith. To keep with the theme of reading books this week that have to do with the end of the school year and graduation, I did want to read another book to you. This one is called Here Comes Summer. It is another scholastic book. It is by Peter Maloney and Felicia Zikaskas. Here Comes Summer. This book is a little bit longer. I will try to do my best to read as much as I can in this video for you. Chapter 1, End of the Year. It was June. School was ending soon. Mrs. Robinson asked the children what they were going to do for their summer vacations. "I'm going to visit my grandparents for the summer," said Felicia. "I'm going to the beach," said Cliff. "I'm going to a lake," said Toby. "And I'm going to the moon," shouted Ross DeLuca. Everyone laughed except for Peter. Peter didn't want summer to come. Chapter 2, Peter Takes a Trip. Peter and Felicia were walking home from school. "I wish school wouldn't end," Peter said. "But you had lots of fun last summer," said Felicia. "That was before school started," said Peter. "Before I met you and Toby and Rich and Lou and Patty and Cliff and..." Suddenly, someone stuck out his foot from behind a tree. Peter fell. Felicia gasped. Ross DeLuca laughed. "And don't forget me," he laughed. Felicia helped Peter up. "I'm going to miss everybody this summer," said Peter, "except maybe Ross DeLuca." Chapter 3, Class Cleanup. The next day, the class began its end of the year cleanup. "We've got a lot of things to throw out or take home," said Mrs. Robinson. The children went through their desks. They found some interesting things. Toby found a picture of a pumpkin. "I drew this in October," she said. Rich held up a drawing of a turkey. "I did this in November," he said. "I got these in February," said Felicia, holding up a handful of Valentine's Day cards. Ross DeLuca held up a piece of bubble gum. "I chewed this back in April," he said. "Look what I found," said Peter. It was a story about Peter's vacation last summer. "Wow," said Mrs. Robinson. "You did that last September, almost a whole year ago." There were drawings of Peter in the pool, in the park, and at the zoo. "It looks like you had a lot of fun last summer," said Mrs. Robinson. "I guess I did," said Peter. Chapter 4, The Last Day. The next day was the last day at school. "Who hasn't told us their summer plans yet?" asked Mrs. Robinson. Rich, Patty, Peter, and Felicia all raised their hands. I'm going to camp to learn the violin, said Rich. I'm going to take swimming lessons, said Patty. And I'm doing exactly what I did last summer, said Peter. And I'm going to spend my vacation playing with Peter, said Felicia. He really knows how to make summer fun. But I thought you were going to spend the summer at your grandparents' house, said Peter. I was, said Felicia, until I talked them into visiting me instead. Chapter 5, School's Out. The bell was about to ring. The school year was about to end. Everybody was laughing and smiling except for Russ DeLuca. Russ looked sad. What's wrong, Russell? Asked Mrs. Robinson. I'm going to miss everybody, said Russ. Miss Robinson gave Russ a pat on the back. Don't worry, everybody's going to miss you too, said Mrs. Robinson. Well, almost everybody, laughed Peter and Felicia. The end. Summer is coming soon for all of my learners at home. You all will have a great summer, and I'll continue thinking about you guys. Bye.